This is the Sports Dynasty Podcast. I'm Trevor, and this is Juan. Before we get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're on your Apple Podcast apps. Just type in our names in there, and you'll see us there. We're also available on any other platform that you have podcasts as well. Also, check out our Facebook group, Sports Dynasty Podcast, and Instagram. We're there. We're everywhere. Speaking of everywhere, what an entertaining divisional round weekend it was. Much better than last week, which 4 out of 6 games were complete boring and this snooze fest. But you got a lot of entertainment here, definitely. Did we witness an end of an era? Two of the most iconic quarterbacks of our generation, are they gone? Let's find out.
That's actually a legitimate question.
Yeah, it is.
Between both of them. Wow. Before we get there, let's talk about up and comer who might already be on the upper echelon of top 7 to top 5 status. And the Bengals actually upsetting the Tennessee Titans 19-16 in their house, thus capping off and ending probably the worst first seed we've ever seen. Now it might be stamped.
Yeah.
For worst first seed ever.
Which I'm not gonna lie to you, not surprised at all.
You called it.
I called it. I'm not surprised at all. Of course not.
Yeah, this actually might be the worst one of all time. And of course, it's from this disgusting season. We're gonna have this garbage.
Yeah.
Of course. This one. This season. Oh Jesus. Much as I love football, I cannot wait for the season to end. This season's been too ugh. But this game. You know what gets me upset? Even though I got a pick wrong, my analysis was 100% spot on.
You're right.
They could not block that Tennessee defense at the defensive line at all. It was not possible. 9 sacks.
But you know what's even worse? That everything you said was 100% spot on. And even though I may have sounded crazy in the last episode saying that, yeah, that's true. You have to be right. But then that's going to matter because they're going to lose the game. And that's literally exactly what happened.
Yes, that's the 2021 season. You could put a beautiful analysis based on all the studying you did and all the game tape you did and knowing the players, and it doesn't mean jack shit. That's 2021 in a nutshell. That's why, to me, this is the most hardest gambling year ever, because you could do all your research, you can do all the work you gotta do, and guess what? When it comes to the actual football game itself, everything you said might as well got thrown out the damn Empire State Building. That's the 2021 season, and this was exactly it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's start with the Titans. The Titans. What went wrong here with the Titans? Well, let's be honest. The defense did everything they could. They were getting to the quarterback. They sacked Joe Burrow 9 times. They took advantage of the very, very weak offensive line from the Bengals, which we figured was going to happen. Unfortunately, we knew that their offensive line was going to, give up, not as far as like give way, and that they're going to have to address this in the offseason. But the difference is they'll be playing next week, and the Titans won't. The defense did everything they could. The defense did everything they could. Forrest running the football. Derrick Henry came back. He wasn't his normal self, which we knew he wouldn't be his normal self. He hadn't played in 2 months. But him and Devontae Freeman, they were running the football pretty good. Not too bad.
Deontay Foreman.
Oh, Foreman. I'm so sorry.
If they had that washed up trash,
I'm sorry.
No.
Please forgive me for my unblamed disrespect, because you're absolutely right. They both ran the football pretty decent. They both ran together combined almost 140 yards combined, 130 yards combined, and yeah. But there was one constant that we just.
What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
New York City, bro. We got this
ridiculous.
Dog barking for nothing. I'm sure we got this truck. Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be our safe day of silence, and everything's going against it.
Yeah, definitely.
My gosh.
But
yeah. Anyway,
I'm sorry about that. Continue. But yeah, there was only one constant that we thought that, hey, not giving him credit. I'm not going to lie. Last week we talked about taking out the trash, but apparently we didn't get all of it out.
No.
And the slightest.
No.
Because Ryan Tannehill's a thing.
Yes. And the one thing I forgot to try to analyze was him being garbage.
We did. And not only was he garbage, he was really, really, really bad. And what makes it worse is that the Titans are stuck with him for the next 2 years. They actually owe him $54 million the next 2 years. Wow, incredible. But hey, I mean, listen, quarterbacks are at a premium in this league. So
as they say,
as they
right?
say,
Even though guess what?
he did
That's wrong.
he did give the Titans a magical run in 2019 when he took them to the AFC Championship game, and they said we're going to pay him for his efforts. Not realizing that Derrick Henry is literally the catalyst of this offense. And though he wasn't 100%, because we expected, even though he was healthy, but he was going to be at full throttle, we knew this. Bad. He was terrible. 3 picks. Now, granted, two of those picks, you granted, were. Well, you go ahead with.
One of them wasn't his fault. The other 2 were. The first and third one was 1000% his fault. The second one, however, not really. It wasn't really his fault. But yeah, to me, Knuckles, he needs to get all the blame that he has to get possible.
I was not taking away, but he was god awful.
Yeah,
and we have to, unfortunately.
Yeah, that second one, what was that? That's the Mike Hilton one, right?
Yeah.
He just read the screen, took it, and that was magic. We've seen some ridiculous defensive interceptions this postseason.
Yeah, definitely.
Ridiculous. Yeah, that one. The other 2, though, like the first play, mind you, of the game, I don't know what in God's name was he looking at. He threw that pick. And then he targeted some nobody that I've never seen before, number 15. He wasn't open. He was completely blanketed as expected because I'm sure number 15 is garbage. And still threw a rifle right at him at crunch time when A.J. Brown already had 142 yards. So you would think you would try to throw your best player, or at least try to throw to the dude that you traded a fortune for in Julio Jones. But no, you don't target some bum dude who was blanketed, and you threw your third interception to us again. Yeah,
of course. But
I just want to give them context so they know how bad he was. Because this is a kind of a theme for the Saturday game. We're going to be destroying people. Sneak preview.
Yes, and he was bad. But unfortunately, fortunately for one person, the coach of the year usually is based on regular season achievements.
Mm-hmm.
If they were based on playoffs and beyond, because remember they delivered the awards before the Super Bowl, then I think they should hold account that that Mike Vrabel was just equally responsible for costing this game too. Because
you can even argue more.
A lot of the play calls that you've made were like, what is he doing?
Yeah, for example, when the Bengals were up 6-0, right? And in Tennessee, Marshall actually wound up getting a touchdown, and they went for for no mother trucking reason whatsoever.
Now,
like hindsight, because they wound up being tied later in the game at 16-16 anyway, so I guess it didn't matter at that point. But like, it still made things harder at the time. Like,
it changes the path of the game going forward. Now, if you didn't, let's say you didn't have to go for 2. There's no need for it.
It made no damn sense. I got more, by the way.
It didn't make any sense. Go ahead.
I got more. Why did you only run Deontay Foreman 4 times? You want to run so bad, you ran and had Derrick Henry to the ground. You only got 60 yards and 20 carries. So that's 3.3 or 3.1 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Why did you run him to the ground when he hasn't played 2 months, he has a broken foot? You have a perfectly fine running back that backs him up. Those carries should have been split. One of the things I said he should have done, which he did not do, if you wanted to run so damn bad, you should have ran the dude who played well for the last 2 months. But no, you want to run that crane to the ground and get completely stuffed. Mind you, he's a dude that it takes 10 yards before he actually gets acceleration to start going. Well, you want to run him to the ground instead of the other guy. Okay, smart coaching. Very good. I have another one. The biggest one. That 4th and 1.
Oh, God.
When you see the type of game it was.
Yeah.
You see what type of game it was. I believe they were tied 16-16, right? At this point? Yeah. They were. Yeah, it's the end of the game. Yeah, you see points are at a premium. No question.
Clearly.
Yeah, right? At this point. You were in field goal range. Correct? Mm-hmm. Yes. You went for 2 for what? I mean, for 1, I'm sorry, I went for 2. You went for it for what? And then not only did you go for it, the play you called was the most obvious play that anyone has ever could even imagine. You just ran up the gut with Derrick Henry. And you think he's Derrick Henry. And what does that mean? I've seen Marshawn Lynch get stuff plenty of times. I've seen Walter Payton get stuff plenty of times. I'm just saying. I've seen power backs get stopped. I've seen Mike Allstott get stopped at the one plenty of times. It's there. The tape is there. So
you know why?
If you know it's coming, maybe you should switch it up, stupid.
It's called adjustments, which that's going to be a theme in this podcast today too. Adjustments, which you did not make. And unfortunately, it cost you the game. Because my thing is this. I know you may be paying Ryan Tannehill all this money. Well, not you, but the organization is paying him all this money. Sometimes, yeah, he's the highest paid player on the team. We want to put the ball in his hands. That's maybe not a good idea. Why? We talk about dumb organizational decisions can go from the top down. Because I know they have trust in Mike Vrabel. He's a good coach. He's a good coach. But at the same time, come on, man. I can't stand when people who are too smart for their own good. Like, just do what got you there.
Yeah, AJ Brown.
But he didn't do it.
But instead, you went for it and you failed and you lost again. Probably should take your 3 again. 16 at the fourth quarter, not 26. 16. Should probably kick it. Your defense has been playing pretty well. So yeah, that's the Tennessee side. Yeah. Unfortunately, those people, I won't say really bad, mean things. Those people proved everybody right. Unfortunately, you guys are fraud. You guys are trash. That's one piece of garbage the NFL forgot last week. There's one more. We'll get to them. Let's go with the winners, though. Let's talk about the winners. Let's give Cincinnati. Let's go Bulldogs, or as the NFL nom deem Joe, because he's called ice. My name is better.
Ice in his veins.
My name is better. Oh, anyway, man. My name is better.
Joey Breeze, baby.
My name
Joey Breeze, baby.
They're probably not gonna say that because of Drew Brees, but still, I like that better.
Yeah,
my name's still better. Anyway, but let's stay with them there. Dude, I'm so proud of him. You know what I'm really proud of? Not him, the defense. That defense actually stepped their game up something serious. It was amazing the way they battled up the run, the way that they dominated that all Tennessee offensive line. Amazing stuff. There's only so much you can do when you're dealing with a receiving talent as AJ Brown, because they really did try. They really did defend him as best they could, but
it's AJ Brown.
Yeah, like I don't know what to tell you.
What you want him to do?
Like they really made him work in all the catches. I think he had only 4, if I'm not mistaken, and he had to work in all of them, especially that touchdown. Oh my God! What the only good thing Tannehill did the entire game was that ridiculous dot to him in the end zone, that back shoulder, breadbasket, and that was a one-handed catch too from AJ Brown. My God, and if that ball was located anywhere else, it was incomplete or worse. That's how beautiful that play was. AJ Brown, man. But that defense actually played great. Trey Hendrickson and company played great. Mind you, they missing Ogunjobi, their best run stuffer. It didn't matter. It did not matter. That Cincinnati team was sensational. I'm so proud of them. Damn, I'm a superstitiously probably might pick against them this week just to try to get them win. Because God, I love them. They're so good. But
yeah,
this side of the ball, the offense, Joe Burrow actually managed the game to perfection. They actually didn't ask him to do too much in this game. They said, just keep it around the same pace as Tennessee, and we can take this game from them. And that's what he did. They didn't force nothing. They didn't force stuff deep. They didn't try to make any big plays when they didn't have to. No. They were very disciplined in this game, and that's what I didn't see coming.
I'm glad you said that, because especially when he's getting hit like that, under pressure, under duress the entire game. Excuse me. 9 sacks.
My man got water and still. Wow.
9 sacks. Getting hit that much under duress all the time can really like mess up a quarterback's psyche. Saying, "Damn, hearing ghost steps." You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's a certain quarterback we're gonna talk about a little while later that happened to.
But
actually more than one. Yeah.
Yeah, but the way that they were able to, even despite all that, they were able to put them in a position to win. So, all right, fine. We just try to maintain it and get us there. We're not gonna actually do too much. We'll actually probably do more in the next week when they have to be next week.
Because you're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to. But like I said, they knew the game plan was saying, listen, he's gonna have to try best, and try to get weather the storm. But I could tell, and I have to give the offensive coordinator credit, saying, listen, despite
and Zach Taylor,
Zach
Taylor gets a lot of credit for
Zach
this game.
Taylor saying, listen, they were able to mask, because obviously the problem is offensive line, and you're gonna have to fix it on the off season. You're gonna have to do that. But they even to use their weaknesses as a strength anyway, to say, hey, just get them about it there. But I appreciate it. That was really good for them. Really good on their part.
Yep.
Because it's not often where you get set 9 times to win games. It's really difficult to do.
And one thing they did that's very well is they actually got Joe Mixon going like crazy, especially in the beginning of the second half. Joe Mixon gets a lot of credit and a lot of praise for this game. They really put him as like the cornerstone of this offense to really finish the game off, and that's exactly what they should have done. That's why Zach Taylor impressed me yesterday, or Saturday rather.
Yes, it's Saturday.
Yeah,
but
impressed me
again. And I think he's gonna be fine now, because remember, coming into the season on the hot seat, because they figured, all right, fine. I think he'll be fine now. He's fine now, though.
Yeah, there's one thing I also want to talk about to one person. Jamar Chase. That dude, bro. What a talent. And I might get chastised for this. I'm gonna say I don't give a rat's ass, because I'll show we can say whatever the hell we want. But this dude really does have Randy Moss like big playability. That 50-yarder was huge in the first half, bro. From just a screen. Saw the screen, made a dude fly to the next dimension, and fiong, right all up to the field. He really does have Randy Moss big playability, dude. I'm not saying he's Randy Moss. I'm just saying that I haven't seen anyone.
He's pretty damn good.
That gets explosive plays the way he does, dude. Like,
let's call it for what it is. He's pretty damn good, and he's only a rookie. So what he did as a rookie, very, very good. And he can only get better.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Especially with this connection right now with him and Joey. I don't care. I'm calling that Joey Bree. That's his name for me. I don't care. That's my nickname.
Burrocks.
He's Burrocks for him. Joey Brees for me. Because I'm not gonna lie, he won me. If he didn't want me, he won me over that game. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you want me money.
Yeah, this guy's the truth.
He always does win me money.
He is the truth. Man, I like watching him play, and I'm looking forward to what the future holds for him as well. But yeah, this combination right now, they got something in Cincinnati. People need to work. People need to really keep their eyes open for Cincinnati, because they're coming.
Yeah, and put some of them in your parlays, because I am.
Yeah, definitely.
And player props. That's what I mean. Joe Burrow, Chase, they always get like 250 and 100 yards each. So it's like those are easy checks for parlays for you. So you should do that, because I am again for the 3rd straight week, and I'm 2 for 2 so far. I'm just saying for the bettors out there, man. The Cincinnati gets yards no matter who they play. I'm just saying.
Correct.
So they do their thing. I wish I put Mixon. I'm mad about that, but I didn't think he's gonna do anything. So yeah. And another one, their tight end Uzama. I'm just saying he's good for like 5 receptions and 50 yards. Obviously, he's another one you want to put in the FanDuel, because most people can get it now. You want to put CJ Uzama for like plus 40 yards. Hey, that's simple. He gets that. So same. Anyway. All right, yeah, we're gonna go in order. So this game is gonna be great. That Saturday night game, yeah, it's gonna be great. So speaking of gambling, yeah, this is what lost me that money. This game lost all the money I won from Cincinnati. Yeah, this game lost me that money.
Was that right?
Yeah, these mother, you know what? Yeah, they definitely lost me a lot of money. Yeah. So you already know I'm gonna be very emotional in this game
now,
because there's bias there, and there might be X bias that I used to have when we started the show.
Yeah, I mean, I remember you guys used to be like, this guy really, really hates this guy, and then he settled down a little bit. He kind of was more respecting the talent, saying, "This guy's good." But guess who's back?
Yeah, I think he might be back, and not because of the gambling. He might be back. But now you have stuff to say though, so go do you while I have fun.
Of course.
Yeah.
Also, me personally, I don't think we took out all of the trash yet. I don't think we have, because Jimmy Garoppolo is still paying postseason football. And despite his efforts, if you want to say the least, because he doesn't do
he definitely acted like he put some effort in this damn game the way he was in that post-game interview.
I know. It was crazy. He was... And
I kind of like it. That's funny.
You know why? Because he's a team guy. I respect it.
Definitely is.
I respect
He's like the first one that went to Robbie Gould, man, and gave him his props, though. That's respect.
I respect it. But let's be honest here. They are winning games in spite of you. And literally, Deebo Samuel was literally holding Deebo Samuel and Elijah Mitchell was literally holding the team together.
I'm telling you, I really right about that awards thing. That thing shouldn't be a quarterback award. They should split it because people like Samuel, people like Cup,
yeah,
like these guys deserve it because look, they're carrying their teams.
Because despite being so bad in Dallas, he was terrible last week in Dallas. He managed to still be bad, but he wasn't the worst person on the field or the worst unit on the field.
I was about to say that because
the worst unit on the field
because the quarterback we're gonna destroy, he definitely outplayed Jimmy Garoppolo. There's no question about that.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's like chill. As bad as he was,
but he was better than the certain special teams unit on the other side of the field.
Jesus,
which honestly speaking has got me thinking. Because as the Packer fans that explained that this has been going on all year, that they have been going on. I
think we mentioned that the last.
They have the worst special teams in the league.
And it's probably was by far
the worst special teams in the league because that literally cost them the game. I'm not really don't like telling people, but special teams coordinator, he's done. There's no way.
That's literally.
Yeah, there's no way he can stay there.
No.
That's literally, there's no way he can stay there.
Yeah, my third note says Packers need a new special teams coach, and in bold caps letters ASAP. Raise the third note point in that game.
Even though you may say that, did we see Aaron Rodgers play his last game as a Packer?
Possibly.
Yes, I think we did.
I'm saying possibly.
I think he did.
NBA taught me to never listen to athletes' words, so I'm gonna wait.
I think he did. Why? Because you're gonna destroy.
I like that you mentioned that. I have a question. We'll go continue.
Why? Because at a certain point, the media needs to hold even your fair players accountable, and apparently they don't like to hold their fair players accountable.
You know what? Let's talk about. Do you have anything else to say about San Fran first? I'm gonna say the Green Bay because that's gonna be the bulk of this game. Anything for San Fran you want to say? There's not much, I guess.
Hopefully, Deebo Samuel's okay for next week.
Yeah, because they lost mad people. That's why this game is even more embarrassing. Because like half the team got hurt during this game. So I hope
everyone's.
And Garoppolo is also injured, by the way. Even though we were making fun of him, he actually is. His shoulder's messed up. So not Baker levels, but it is hurt.
That's pretty bad. But yeah, other than that, San Fran, like I said, they. Especially with
congrats, guys, by the way. A 6 seed, right? There was 6 seed, right?
Yes.
Going to NFC Championship game. Good job. It reminds me of certain blue team.
I said that too. I said this.
That cost our team 2 rings. Yeah.
This is showing me very much of the 2007 New York Giants team that's on the road, beating teams on the road. The defense really stepping up.
Ironically
stepping up.
I know. Ironically, that exact team went into Lambeau and played in a game that was sub-zero weather, also just like Saturday,
and they also won the Dallas the week before.
They did that too. It wasn't in the same rounds, but they did it.
But they did it too.
They did it. I'm just saying, there's since we don't have anything at stake in this playoffs because our team was part of the trash. We're loving it. We're on the other side of the thing. We're not suffering from some bitches like the rest of you guys, whether you're Rams fans or Packers fans or Dallas fans or Kansas City / Cincinnati fans who might have to face them in February. I was like, that's y'all problem, not ours. We're too garbage for it to be our problem. So we just sitting over here chilling, looking like they're really about to run the table like these Giants teams did. Like feel our pain. Anyway, yeah.
But so we talked about San Francisco already. So
that's done. All right, no problem. I have nothing to say about them either.
So
wait, let me get my notes. No, literally my whole notes about Green Bay. Yeah, continue.
Green Bay. Okay. It's one thing where you don't want to hold your favorite players accountable, and this is where the media screws up that because now it's like
for the last 12 years.
Yes, because and Packer fans too.
For the last 11 years, I think they've been kind of getting on them. Around 18-ish, 19-ish, I think they started to look at him like give him the rocks, people's elbow up to people's eyebrow, like oh dude, yo, you been here for man long? What's up? Like they I've heard.
And let's just call a spade a spade. The Green Bay Packers have underachieved for the last 12 years. They have underachieved dramatically 12 years for the last 12 years. How many times have they won the number one seed and can't get to the Super Bowl?
3 times.
And before you say anything,
that's actually a lot though for a 10-year span. That's a lot. Yeah, I think it's 3 years.
And before you go
3 times rather.
The Packers were a 6th seed when they won their Super Bowl.
Yes, they were.
They were the 6th seed.
Yes, they were.
So I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you did not win your division that year. You didn't. It was Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. So you mean to tell me that all those years?
So stop winning a lot of games and being a walk card. Maybe you'll be able to win after that point. So yeah, why didn't you try that?
That's a very good question.
I'm just saying.
Very good question. How many times are you gonna hype the media up, hype your fan base up, talking about we're gonna make a run for the team, make a run, and you underachieve every single year.
And of course they did it this year too. It's this year. You guys were by and far the most consistent team in the NFL, but consistent doesn't mean good apparently. And you guys got your ass beat. Another disappointing fake ass first seed. Another one.
Of course. So
like this year, but I'm telling you, this season's crazy, bro. I think the last time 2 first seeds lost and got embarrassed like this was 2010.
Yes, Atlanta,
New England. Yeah. And I argue this is closer to 2008 with Tennessee and who was the I think the Giants. When Plaxico shot his foot.
The Giants,
yeah. That's the reason why they started sucking, because they didn't have a receiver anymore. Their receiver literally shot his foot. So yeah, so I think that's more similar. Those losses are more similar to this one. But 2010 was the last time this happened. The 2 first seasons getting the ass beat and going 1 and done.
So again,
I'm 99% sure I'm right. But anyway, continue.
For Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers.
You see my favorite subject.
Mm-hmm. Let's just call a spade a spade. He can't get it done in the postseason. Can't get it done. We've seen it too many times. And the media has given him so many excuses saying that, this happened, or he can't do it by himself. I'm sorry, but wasn't people talking about, he considered the GOAT, the greatest of our generation? Well, that's obviously not true, because at least the greatest of our generation can win playoff games.
Yeah, and he doesn't need the best receiver in the NFL to do it.
And it doesn't. He's done more with less.
Or a top 5 running back either.
Yeah, exactly. So
just saying.
Coming into this season, they're talking about this is it. Saying that the offseason, like the offseason last year was so chaotic. How are they going to be able to function together? And they managed to win 13 games again. And for what? For what? Just to lose in the first round, to underachieve again, and how, first of all, how selfish he was last year. How selfish he was. It literally threw him under the bus. Now, granted, Green Bay did deserve it. The front office did deserve it, but come on, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And now it only took you 12 years to finally hold him accountable. Saying, maybe Aaron Rodgers, because y'all did the same thing to Peyton. Peyton was the lovable guy, the face of the franchise. How y'all wanted to win, he just couldn't do it in the postseason. When he ran into Brady, early on, couldn't do anything.
Look, guess what? He did something that Aaron Rodgers hasn't done. At least the 2 franchises he was a starting quarterback for, he took them to 2 Super Bowls each.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Been in the Super Bowl 4 times.
2 each.
Yeah. And 1 Super. Listen, I say this about the Celtics all the time with Doc Rivers. I say Doc Rivers is riding the coattails of his 2008 championship when he went on the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the Clippers remind me of this too. The Clippers are a team that have so much expectations and they can't deliver in the postseason. Same thing here.
Yeah, he's doing something real similar in Philadelphia too. Just saying.
Yeah. He's very.
I wonder if anybody's talking about that.
Oh, they are. Which we'll get to them. I'm gonna talk to you after the show about it too. But
good old Doc Rivers.
Yes.
I ain't forget about you, homie.
Like the thing is that the media wanted Aaron Rodgers so bad to be that guy saying, this is the guy who's going to take us into the next generation, who we're going to talk about the greatest ever, 4, 5, 6 Super Bowl rings, and can't even get to one. Can't get to the second one. Only been there once. You know what I'm saying? How can I view your career? You're probably just a better version of Drew Brees, to be honest. A better version of Drew Brees, except you have the MVPs. That's it. But other than that, the media wanted him so bad to be great, and he's great. Don't get me wrong, he's great. He's great. He's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but he's not what y'all wanted. He's not what y'all expected him to be. He's not. He can't get done in the postseason. He's home yet again, and now he's talking about his future. I see all I need to see. His press conference he had talking about that. That's all I need to see. He's out of here. He's sick of y'all. He's sick of y'all. And you know what? Goodbye. Peace. We'll see. I don't see where he goes after this. I think he's just retired. Like, where do you go from here? You're an all-time. You're an all-time great. Where are you going to need to go? I don't see the difference. Well, go ahead, buddy.
I think he needs that validation, though. You know why I think he needs that? Because he knows he needs that second ring. Otherwise, he could be known as one of the biggest losers we've ever seen in NFL history.
But he is already.
Hence why he needs another ring. Otherwise, it always goes by what you've done your entire time. You know, like if you make all these fake ass, selfish ass numbers, right? You know, not throwing picks and all that. Okay, that's adorable. And then when it's times for you to make a play, you're too much of a to do something about it. I've been saying this about him for years, even before we started the show. Like, he never really tries to make the big play when the teams need it. He's too much of a punk ass, about to be covering his own ass all these years, and never makes the play he's supposed to. Well, let's go into the game a little bit, shall we? So, because his stats are 20 for 29, 225, 5 sacks, no interceptions, and no touchdowns. Did his offensive line play well for him? No. Did he miss Bakhtiari? Yes. But what time of year is this?
This is
what time of year is this?
Playoff time.
It's playoff time, right? So when you're playing playoff teams, you're playing against good teams more often than not, right?
Correct.
So that means you're expecting for something to be disrupted, right?
Correct.
You're not going to play bum-ass people the entire time in playoffs, right?
No.
So that means that you're going to have to find a way to be great and overcome the adversity that you're going to go against, right? Because that's what the playoffs is about. There's going to be adversity some point in a game you're playing in the playoffs. Right?
Correct.
You've seen it in every game. You've seen the adversity Burrow was going through. 9 sacks, and he came through, right?
Yeah.
You've seen the adversity. Oh my God! So, this next game's gonna be just a great circus. We're gonna talk about for the Sunday game. But you've seen the adversity both quarterbacks were going through, and they both showed up. Unfortunately, going to be one winner. Similar for the Sunday night game, one of the greatest games we've ever seen.
Yes.
Both quarterbacks were going through some type of adversity. More so the Buffalo Bills than the Kansas City.
So I almost had a way to win it.
And almost got away from Mahomes, and what he did, he overcame adversity and won the game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but one guy always his whole career never gets over it, does he? So, and they continue to pat his ass with baby powder, right? They've done it for all these years.
They baby him.
Yeah. But lightning doesn't strike twice, so that means lightning can't strike 12 straight years either. So, are y'all finished with this shit? Like, he's a loser. It's that simple.
Just say it.
He's a loser.
He is.
I'm sorry.
He's a great regular season quarterback. That's what he is. He's a great regular season quarterback. One of the best talents we've seen in our generation. But he's not a winner. That one Super Bowl, you can't ride the coattails of one Super Bowl. And I knew Patrick seen it before too. The Green Bay Packers had over 30 years of Hall of Fame quarterback play with only two
rings
Super Bowls
to show for it. At least one of them went to multiple Super Bowls.
3 appearances, 2 Super Bowl rings in 30 plus years with Hall of Fame quarterback talent. That is the epitome of I don't want to say mediocrity. I'm gonna say mediocrity.
Yeah, it's a little higher than that, but yeah.
A little higher
and they're probably thinking, "Oh, but that does not mean that's bad for the organization." I mean, maybe the quarterback should get some blame for that too. He's the one playing. People love to say players play, right?
Yeah. But the problem is, of course, you're gonna say that. Oh, isn't that on the yeah? Because they babied him too.
That's a good point. That's true.
They babied him
It reminds me of a certain loser in the NBA that was coddled by the Oklahoma City Thunder his whole career and turned out to be one of the biggest losers in NBA history.
Yes.
And literally single-handedly ruining the Lakers to the point where they're about to fire a coach who they paid not so long ago and getting rid of him for him to be the scapegoat of this bastard. That's where's number 0. Man, this is not the right podcast for that. You guys, they're lucky. I don't go on that as much as I should because he'll be getting destroyed every damn day if I was there.
But nah,
I agree. But that's what organizations do. They like to what did I say?
coil.
The coil like to do that to those star players, and then look what happens. They continue to not show up when they're supposed to.
It's just annoying. It is irritating that the fact of the matter is that the modern sports media is always late to the party.
I wonder if it was like this back in the day. I wonder if they actually put players accountable back in the day. I don't know. I wasn't alive in the time period I'm talking about. So I don't know. Because they didn't do it in the 2000s because they paid Peyton Manning the entire freaking decade. So I know he didn't do it in the 2000s. So at least he showed up more often than this guy did. So 9 receptions for Aaron Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
9 receptions for Devontae Adams, right? So that's 18.
Yes.
That's already 18 out of 20. And you got 1 for Lazard, who I thought he likes, but
apparently not.
And 1 Mercedes Lewis, which turned out to be a fumble. So you get that small excuse. But they didn't do anything with it. So you're telling me you only threw to 1 wide receiver 9 times, right? You're running back 9 times, and you're telling me that nobody else got no burn. That's basically what you're telling me. So you're trying to tell me that the Packers are so anemic that there's literally no NFL talent outside of those 3 people, including Lazard. 3 people. That's it. The guy that you were begging for to be your team in Randall Cobb, not him either, right? You begged him to get into your team in the preseason, right? But he ain't get no damn. He got 1 mother trucking target sometime in the 4th quarter. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're telling me, that everybody else is that anemically bad that there's no NFL talent in your Green Bay Packers team. I think that's let's get a little ghetto. I think that's cap. I think that's cap. I think that's fabrication. I'm pretty sure that those receivers are actually better than everybody thinks. Didn't they draft a rookie wide receiver? Are you telling me he's that garbage? I'm pretty sure they drafted a nice slot receiver. I'm just saying that you just wanted Randall Cobb over him, even though Randall Cobb is a washed up. I don't want to finish that. I want to respect them. I'm gonna finish that sentence like that with ellipses, triple dots. But you don't want to use them, the kid or the guy that you begged for, a $10 million man. That right? 12 years. 12 years. Same result. 12 years. But it's never his fault.
And what bothers... All right.
You see it now?
Now, let's be honest. I think we can all speak for ourselves. We can all speak for this one. Not only did you baby and baby the organization, you baby Aaron Rodgers and everything like that, but I'm going to the fan base. Y'all have to get to some of this work too.
Oh hell yeah!
Y'all
they do
some of this work too, because y'all, the arrogance that a lot of you guys have displayed in the last 12 years is embarrassing. You embarrass yourselves. You knew there was a problem there. You knew there was a problem there, and you didn't say anything. You said, no, figure it. I don't care. Nobody says. We have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the greatest we've ever seen. He's better than Favre. Yeah, you know why? Because a lot of those Packer fans, either they were pro Favre, or they pro Rodgers. Surprisingly, which I didn't know there was such a disconnect between those two.
Still?
Yes, there is.
I knew it wasn't in the beginning.
Nah,
I thought
there is.
Still, wow.
Packer fans who hate Rodgers.
Is it age based?
Yes. So, but I'm gonna get you guys too. You knew there's a problem.
This is gonna be a long show, huh?
It is.
We still got 2 games to go. But a lot happened every game. So
you knew there was a problem, and instead of coming at, like I said, now does the media does not want to hold their people accountable. Sometimes our fans don't want to hold their players accountable.
Only they were more like us.
Yeah,
we hold all of our team accountable. We killed Brady for years. We didn't care. He did something wrong. We rarely did anything wrong. He did it.
Yes, exactly.
You remember when we first started?
Yeah.
We were killing Brady on this thing. Yeah. Mind you, it was barely his fault. But we still, whenever he did something bad, especially demeanor and all that, we killed him.
Patriot fans used to rip us because how he sees how dare you defy Belichick? How dare you question Belichick? How dare you
I'll
question
destroy
Brady?
Belichick every mother.
And then it's like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that you're not watching it? You're not watching, but you're watching with blinders. You're not seeing the bigger picture. And then over the time, people say, maybe this guy, maybe they're right. Yeah, whatever. And listen, it's fine. Listen, you guys, a lot of the Packer fans were late to the party because I seen that after the game was over, they were ripping him, saying that, yo, this is ridiculous. And maybe the first thing to know you got a problem, the first step. So I think I'm probably screwing this shit up, but denial. People think that you have a problem, but you don't want to admit it.
First step is to admit it.
Yeah,
that's the first step.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Denial is the opposite.
Shit.
Well, yeah.
I knew there was something going on right there, but the point is, yeah, the problem.
That's if you want to fix the problem. The first step to fixing a problem is to admit that you have a problem in the first place.
Which
means admitting the fact that you baby him so long that you suffered through 12 years of being a loser. And this is partially your fault for not holding your team accountable like you should be. Especially an organization like yours, where it's incredibly fan-oriented, incredibly fan-involved compared to the rest of the organizations. They actually give a crap about what you got to say. So you could have done something.
Yeah, you could have.
Just saying.
I agree. But, who are we? We're just guys that just like to talk sports. Yeah, we happen to be...
right, like at least 85 to 90% of the time.
85% of the time.
It was the reason why we have a microphone in front of us.
Yeah, and the reason why you guys listen. Yeah, but yeah. But at the end of the day, they have to address a problem. They clearly know there's a problem there, and I wonder what they're going to do to address it, or what they may do, which unfortunately sucks because you don't fix the problem. You let him retire. The problem just dies with it. You think, oh, he retires, the problem die with it. Now you have a problem. How do you think this affects the quarterback you drafted 2 years ago, Jordan Love? How? A lot of Packer fans are talking about, oh, he's in the future. He's not the future. How would you know?
That Kansas City game is a little bit of proof.
No, I mean that's only one game.
True, 100% right. That's 100% right.
Game.
It was just bad.
But I understand that. But my thing is that with that type, first of all, if he's hearing, listen. I don't care what people say. Oh, I don't hear. I don't listen to media. That's bull. That's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Athletes, they hear everything,
and they care,
and they do care. Some people have thicker skin than others, but people listen, and it doesn't bother them. How do you know that type of psyche, the Jordan Love psyche, hearing every single week saying, "Yo, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, we're screwed. We're screwed." Like, how do you think that makes them feel? Saying, "Yo, but they drafted me to be the next apparent." Like,
I will say this: it will test his psyche and test his toughness. It's either gonna give him the chip on the shoulder that he needs, or he's gonna flame out the NFL.
But give him
one or the other.
Give him the opportunity. That's what we're saying.
Well, according to you, he's gonna have the opportunity.
Yeah, of course. I believe he's going.
Yeah. So we'll see.
But then again, you still have to address the problem. Because if Aaron Rodgers is gone, the problem is still there. You just let it die once again. The exact same thing with Brett Favre. Exact same thing with Brett Favre. You know how people say, "Oh, history bound to repeat itself." When you do the same shit over and over again, it happened again. It's gonna happen again. He's so sick of y'all. Aaron Rodgers is so sick of y'all.
We're sick of you.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree.
So Green Bay, repeat after me. We're sick of you. And then take that finger in between the index and the ring, stick it up. We're sick of you, loser. Just do that. Do it. Do it. Have some backbone. Do it.
They're singing now. They're doing it now.
Yes, do it.
It's taking long enough to do it, but guess what? I want to say I'm proud of you guys, but it's like you should have did this years ago. We're not going to tolerate mediocrity anymore.
If I was a Packers fan, I think I would have done it after that San Francisco beatdown. No, the last time you lost to them, I think I would have done it in 2019. After that was embarrassing, bro. After that, I'm like, get out. I'm done. If I was a Packers fan.
But you're not. But
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. My team has 6 rings instead. So
I feel that we destroyed. We made.
Yeah, we're moving on now. We're good. I did what I had to do. Yeah. Good riddance, Rodgers. Bye-bye. We'll see, though. I don't know if he's going to leave or not to keep this. Was the Jeopardy? Oh, because of him. Got him. Anyway. Well, I don't know if he's actually going to leave. We're going to find out. You should just retire.
You should retire.
You look like you don't even care anymore yourself. Just get out of here. Whatever. But I'm gonna say I won't miss him. I'm gonna miss doing this. I'm gonna miss. But watching him play, I'm not gonna miss that much.
Before we move on, I gotta say this: if you think about getting Aaron Rodgers for your team, right, to play in 2 years, right, so you're gonna give up.
Pay attention to what was going on in the last 12 years, and remember that same diva. You're gonna have to deal with.
You're gonna give up everything to get him to underachieve again. What happens? You give up your entire draft capital for the next 2 years just to try to win a championship that he won't deliver. He won't. At least Peyton Manning delivered. All right, was he great in postseason? No, but he delivered. He took the Broncos and Colts to 2 championships each. Delivered on both chances.
Yep.
Right. He and guess what? Peyton Manning did that Aaron Rodgers did not do. Peyton Manning eventually beat Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
in the postseason. Aaron Rodgers couldn't beat San Francisco.
I think it was 3 times he beat him, right?
Yeah, it was
once in Indy, twice in Denver. Yeah, right.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
in the postseason specifically.
Yes. So he actually got over the hump and beat the barrier to get them to a position. You haven't beaten San Francisco.
It ain't the hump is the NFC. Like forget San Francisco not beat him the most, I think. But he ain't beat Tampa. He ain't beat Arizona. He ain't beat Atlanta. He ain't beat Seattle. Like it ain't just. It's the whole NFC. It's not just San Francisco. Loser. Anyway, back to real winning teams because one is going to the NFC Championship game and the other was the defending Super Bowl champions who eventually finally fallen as I predicted as the one pick I got right. My God, this weekend was wild.
Yeah, it was.
The one pick I got right. San Fran, my bad. They'll be playing in the round 3 against the Los Angeles Rams. Los Angeles Rams went to the 2-seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers and is barely the word or was smaller than barely, but not actually choking because that's what happened. That second half, my God.
I have a scenario.
So this is why I say the AFC gave us 2 classics, while the NFC just gave us 2 ish shows, but they were entertaining ish shows.
Yes,
except the Packers. I was just embarrassing and boring. Oh yeah,
talk about flatlining and almost dying, and they had to bring you back just barely. I don't know if you guys watched the movie Flatliners. It's an old early 90s movie, late 80s movie. They did a remake of it. It was garbage. But yeah, it was garbage. But yeah, when they're cheating death, they're basically trying to flatline themselves, trying to bring them back. I don't know why they would make a movie like that, but who cares? But the point is that the Rams did everything they could. I
wonder if the mic picked that up. I heard you.
Huh?
I heard what you said. I wonder if the mic picked that up.
I'm more than certain it did. The Rams almost, they were literally trying to give this game away. And it wasn't even Matthew Stafford's fault.
Not even close.
Not even close.
So what did the sequence went? It started before halftime with Cam Akers fumbling for the first time because they were basically at the goal line when it happened. I think he fumbled at the goal line.
They were up 20-3.
Yes. It should have been 27-3 if he didn't fumble that ball because they would have had it first and goal, I think, with a couple of seconds left. So he fumbles that ball away, right? Right. I don't know the order because there's so much crap that happened. I'm just going to name what happened. Right? He fumbles for the first time. Yeah, remember what I said. Then Cooper Kupp fumbles, and I believe Tampa Bay scored off of that, right?
Yes.
Cooper Kupp fumbles.
Yes.
Right. Then the center throws the ball over Matthew Stafford's head. That happens, right? Right.
They were down 27-13.
At that point, right? I'm glad you remember that because I don't remember the sequence like at all. Right? That happened.
Yes.
Right? Then their field goal kicker, when they had a marvelous drive to basically ice the game, airballs a 47-yard field goal. Not misses, not just misses, airballs. There wasn't enough for a 47-yard field goal. And there's still more. Then the number 1 corner, arguably in the entire league, decides to fall asleep and let Mike Evans, who has like a hobbled hamstring for the last 2 years, burn him. for a 75-ish, whatever long I was, a yard touchdown. That was at the tie of the game.
Yes, it's time of the game.
Yeah.
Now, hold on.
There's one more thing that I'm gonna say, but it wasn't like the biggest thing. But those were the sequences, right? And then right before Matthew Stafford hit the game sealing pass, the heroic pass, they wind up sacking him, and he almost fumbles the ball. That was right before he hit the pass. I'm just saying. Now, though that happened in 2 quarters, basically, for the Rams to almost have the second biggest choke in NFL history. Almost.
You know how amazing that would have been
To the same dude
to see
did it the first time.
Yes.
Anyway,
how to see Tom Brady do that again. Now, people probably say, "Oh, it's that last time was a Super Bowl."
Oh wait, I forgot something. Cam Akers fumbled a second time. That was before. I think that's what led to the bomb.
Yes.
But yeah,
Cam Akers fumbled, so it's a good time. So yeah, which I don't know why they didn't run Sonny Michel enough. I don't get it either.
Yeah, he does not fumble, so he should have been running the ball at the end of the game.
We would know he was with us for 3 years. So yeah, so you know how
you have to gather yourself for a minute, right?
Because I don't want to say certain words that will get in trouble.
Yeah, that I have to bleep out that I said earlier. Yeah, gotcha.
Do you know if you watch? Obviously, everyone watched this because how can you not watch it? Right?
Yeah, I don't even know if people under the rock know what happened in these games.
Do you know some idiots be talking about? Oh, the NFL is rigged. It's rigged for Brady. Blah 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 blah. And we used to get mad because obviously he played for the Patriots with us, and we were like, "You're just mad because he's just better than y'all." But watching this game, I was saying that if you would have said that again, I would probably be like, you know what? That's not too far because every sequence that Juan had mentioned was like, you cannot make this shit up. You can't make this is literally story written. Like, are you kidding me?
Like this is like something they written in WWE back in the day.
Saying that, it was like Super Cena type of comeback.
Yeah, it's like in Survivor Series, the 5-on-5. It was literally 1 versus 5.
That's how I felt.
Yeah,
that's definitely a good one.
That's how I felt. That's the closest thing to the Dolph Ziggler thing in 2014. Or that. Like hello.
Like what was that? So not only that, but you have to get credit. First of all, it did. You can tell, and Matthew Stafford, obviously him and icing the game with that big catch was Cooper Kupp to put him in field goal range.
Oh yeah, I'm like I said that because people are trying to give Cooper Kupp credit. Cooper Kupp participated in the almost chokage to begin with, right? So now he's not the hero. Matthew Stafford's the hero.
Yes, he is.
He just redeemed himself. There's a difference between being a hero and fixing what you messed up in the first place. Correct. So leave Cooper Kupp the hell alone. Matthew Stafford is the hero of the game. Thank you very much. Continue.
Because if let's say if the Buccaneers end up winning this game, somehow winning this game, first of all, the media would have ate this up. Would have been crazy. You all would have been crazy, and
we would have been going crazy. like,
even though there was literally no, the fact this is even considered a conversation is baffling to me that Tom Brady is the greatest football player to ever live and played in the sport.
It just doesn't.
He is.
I don't know what type of voodoo magic he got for this to happen, but this man is just.
I don't know how he does it. I'm like, yo, it's like. We watched him play for.
It's just divine. I don't know how to get it. We watched him
play for literally more than half our lives. It's like, God damn it!
This man, bro.
Like, what is?
If that's what he is, like, what, dude? What is how?
Now, that's just incredible. Now, mind you, with all the injuries that the Buccaneers have sustained, and it feel like the injuries were piling up in the middle of the game. They were still putting him in position.
Oh, yeah. Like 2 receivers got hurt in this game.
They were still in a position to even do this. But luckily, the injuries ended up catching up to them, and especially on defense, and that happened. Because
I actually argue offense.
Point taken. But, that's just incredible. Like, now, of course, a lot of people are happy because they didn't want to see Tom Brady in another college championship game again, which then again, whatever, who cares?
I mean, I don't mind. I didn't care.
I didn't care anyway. But the point is that a lot of you guys did, so whatever. But
congratulations. Whatever.
Whatever. So the point is now the Rams were victorious.
Barely, yes.
Barely, but they're victorious nonetheless. They'll be hosting the game next week in the NFC Championship game. This time they hosted this time before they didn't host it before.
And if they win, they literally don't have to travel.
They don't. They'll be right there.
It'll be the second year in a row that a team hosted the Super Bowl. Mind you, it didn't happen for 54 years straight. But we might get it twice.
Right. And they're playing against
COVID NFL. I love you.
And they're playing against a San Francisco team who's hobbled as well. Hopefully everything's right there coming there as well. But Matt Stafford,
he was sensational. He was sensational.
I feel for him because he's a good quarterback who is in a bad situation in Detroit, and I saying that listen, he has one win away from going to the championship. You know what I'm saying? This is great for him, and I'm glad, despite the poise that he kept, because he felt like he said, "Oh man, these motherfuckers, these dudes are going to blow it for me, aren't they?" And he didn't. He didn't let it bother him. Good for him. Good for him. Sean McVay, good for you too. Even though I'm like, I know he's probably losing his damn mind saying, "Oh no."
I'm sure he was, because he's another one that's like, dude, I coach a masterful game. You really gonna lose this game for me right now? Like,
what did you want him to do? Like, he coached very well. He coached it very well. Like, yo, what else did you want him?
I guess the only mess up that I think the nitpick is that they should have been running Sony Michel more, because his ball security is better. So it should, especially since Cam Akers fumbled earlier in the game, he probably should kept that in mind and let Sony finish the fourth quarter. That's the only nitpick. So he coached a 99% perfect game instead of 100. Okay, but that's the only thing.
Like I said, man, if they would have managed to lose this game, I think obviously the media, because a lot of the media is lazy, they would have destroyed Stafford and McVay, saying they would have told McVay, you allowed this to happen. Okay, now we're looking at you now, saying this is ridiculous, but you can't do nothing now.
No, that's stupid.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. But because a lot of these media are lazy, and that's the easy way out. But we're not gonna let it happen to you this time. No, you guys are good. You guys are good now. But with the construct of how you built this team, how you constructed this team, as far as all the draft capital you lost, because you traded away because you want to win now. You need to win now, my friend.
Well, I mean, if you saw what that defensive line did the last two games, they have a great chance. The Von Miller and Aaron Donald combo is better than advertised, my friend.
Yes, Von Miller literally feel like he drunk from the fountain of youth. He looked like 2015. It looked like we're seeing 2015 Von Miller, how he's wreaking havoc.
He's been so good.
Wreaking havoc the last two games.
I guess he just needed to leave Denver, I guess. To change the scenery. It does help. Ask Odell Beckham.
Who was incredible yesterday. He was very, very, very productive. I'm happy for him too. I think again, the way you guys constructed this team, you have to win it. And I think they're gonna be fine.
They have a great
chance to doing it. And you know what,
dude? I can't get over their play though. Like Donovan Smith, who's not the worst tackle, but he's like an average level. The way Von Miller make him look like he don't belong in the league, dude. He was killing that boy all game long on the left side. Insane.
Von Miller is coming off an ACL injury from
ACL or was it Achilles? Like 2 years ago. I know last year it was the first year he came back from it. I believe
it was Achilles or ACL. It was a devastating. It was
Achilles.
I
think ACL was early. I don't know if people remember that. Early in his career, he had an ACL injury. I want to say it was 2013, the year that they made a Super Bowl without him. I think he had an ACL injury that year.
You're right.
I want to say this one was Achilles.
You're right. Achilles. The point is,
which is to me even worse.
Is
both. And look at him.
And now look at this. It's incredible.
Science, medical science nowadays is insane. Like Cam Akers missed only about 3 months from an Achilles tear himself, and he was playing as well as he did until apparently he developed the fumbles. But he played with himself. And medical science is incredible, just incredible. I think we basically hit everything in the notes.
Yeah, I believe we did. Yeah.
Oh, there's one thing we have to make fun of. So that last defensive play, hello. So forget having deep safeties in an almost prevent situation. Nah, you're just gonna blitz your whole front seven and keep one safety 10 yards in, right, and then not defend the deep ball at all.
Todd
Cool,
Bowles,
cool.
Todd Bowles.
Great coaching, guys. Great.
Especially for a guy who's trying to get back into head coaching.
Mm-hmm.
That was not a good showing, which we're gonna get to in another game.
In another game,
because
that was ridiculous. Because everybody's clowning Antoine Winfield after the game. It's like, dude, if they made him go 10 yards short, what the hell are you supposed to do? How you defend the post if you're that into the front seven? It was a bad play. Why did it call that play?
He literally had no chance.
Like, it was stupid. It was stupid. Oh, and in the secondary play this year in Tampa Bay, damn. I'm just saying, damn, the complete opposite of the secondary play from last year. Whoa, that secondary was bad this year. Lord have mercy. Because they're all there, by the way, all of them. All the guys who were injured all year, they're there. It's not like you get injured and then you forget to play football. That's not how it works. So, damn. Let's go to the next game.
Yes.
At least top 5 game I've ever seen, at the very least. Top 5. It's top 5. It's probably 5th, but
watching this game yesterday showed me, actually told us to want earlier, and the guys downstairs.
Yeah, we all said it yesterday. Yeah,
the league is in good. The AFC is in good hands.
No, I say y'all said the league. I stopped it. You mean the AFC is in good hands?
This is going to be the next quarterback rivalry for the next 10 years, for the next decade. You have Elway and Marino, Brady and Peyton, Allen and Mahomes.
Remember, when Ocho Cinco said he watched Devontae Adams' routes and he like gets so emotional he cried? Mm-hmm. I kind of felt that yesterday. If you want to see great, perfect quarterback dueling, a perfect duel, like I could argue this up there with any of the Manning and Peyton and Brady games, because if you really want to keep it real, in those duels, one quarterback always sucked in that game.
Yeah,
they were rarely ever good at the same time. I think 2009 might be the only one where both quarterbacks played pretty well. Every other game is either Brady sucked or Manning sucked. Mostly Manning sucked because Belichick. Like, that's how it went. They never really had a game where it was really like a heavyweight fight. This one was a heavyweight fight. This is the heavyweight when it was heavyweight at its prime. But Ali was there. You know what I mean? Like the prime heavyweight class. Because heavyweights now, I don't even know anybody knows any heavyweight fighters nowadays in boxing. But it's garbage. Yeah, it's garbage. But back then it was the highlight, and that was this quarterback duel. I was getting emotional. I'm ready to cry. Every time I think about it, it was so beautiful. It was art. It was both artists going fuck on their freaking canvases. It was so wonderful to watch.
Now, normally, I'm a big stickler for defense.
Yes, but which is why I love the Cincinnati game so much.
Which yesterday I said, you know what? Normally, in any other situation, I would destroy this, but no, this one. No,
because I don't think it was particularly bad defense, except the Mahomes, the Mahomes thing to get the field goal. That was the only time it was real bad defense. I don't think it was particularly bad defense overall in the game. I think it was more so you two quarterbacks on fire, hitting throws that no one can really defend, calling plays that can't be defended. Like, is like what can a defensive coordinator do? What can Leslie Frazier and them do?
First of all,
what can Spagnuolo do? Like these quarterbacks are just on a different level right now.
Talented QBs. Not only are they lethal with their arm, their incredible arm strength, with their feet, they're able to fucking evade. They're able to evade pressure and make plays with their legs. And from both sides, so incredible.
So they both got, I think, almost 400 yards total scrimmage offense. I think both of them,
yes,
each. Yeah. I know Josh Allen definitely got like 380 to 400 combined. I think Mahomes is very similar to that too.
And it's like
I'm asking. I can actually check right now.
If your defensive coordinator is like, yo, what do you want us to do?
What do you do? Yeah, it's like that's what it is. Like, it wasn't because it wasn't like that Rams and Chiefs game of 18. That crap. This was completely different. This was different. This was insane, dude. Oh no, Mahomes definitely got over 400 yards combined. Allen almost got 400 yards combined. It was Jesus Christ, bro. Dude, those dudes were insane.
They were incredible, especially in that second half. Second half was like your move.
And like you're saying that because the first half, my critique goes there mostly in that first half for the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
So there is a big stigma in what they call it, Bills Mafia, as they call themselves. Yeah, that There's a big stigma all season about their offensive coordinator, Brian Dable, right? Talking about he don't know what the hell he doing, basically. That's basically what all of them say. All you Bills fans. I know the ones who are listening, you're like nodding your heads real quick. Yeah. I'm sure you do. Never really noticed that because I don't pay too much attention. I just watch so I can be able to analyze what I can analyze. But I think that was really the first time, that first half, where I felt that way. I felt like you should have had more points in that first half than you did. You only got 14, and you should have more. I think he got too complacent with the run when it was obvious that Kansas City figured out the Devil Singletary stuff inside the first quarter. They figured that out quick and took it away quick. So, but he kept insisting that they run the ball with him over and over instead of letting Josh Allen do anything that he wanted. As Trevor said literally 2 minutes ago, he said the quarterbacks went blow for blow for blow for blow. That should have been the entirety. That should have been it from the entirety of the game because Mahomes was giving you body blows from the beginning. He was telling you what's up, how this game's gonna go. He told me, I'm doing this. This is my game. I'm gonna whip your ass. That's basically what Mahomes said from jump. Y'all should have done the same thing, and that thing that cost you at least 1 to 2 touchdowns. Yeah, probably should have. You should have had at least 20 points to me in the first half, and I think he cost you that. But that's me really nitpicking because Josh Allen picked up the scraps in the second half and tied it up. And the Buffalo defense themselves actually fixed themselves a bit too because they were getting diced real bad in the first half. They were allowing like 7-minute drives on Kansas City, something serious. It was bad. But second half, they held them to 3 multiple times, did their thing. So it was just unfortunate someone had to lose. It's one of those games, and I rarely see that because I usually never ever have sympathy for a loser. I usually give you the L and laugh. Not this one.
No.
I feel so bad for Buffalo, so bad, insane. Mind you, we're supposed to hate them. I don't.
I don't hate them either.
Yeah, as a Patriot, I don't hate them at all.
I
never did.
I was actually really sad because I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not. I don't like Kansas City. I don't like them.
Oh, I don't like them either.
I don't like them either. I don't really know. I really
Sorry.
dislike them. I was hoping they would lose this game, but
Go ahead.
for the most part, it was unfortunate to see. I know a lot of people blame the defense, especially in the second half, for folding the way that they did. Because think about it, this was the number one defense to come in was the number one defense. But it's like that's going out the window when you're playing against Patrick Mahomes. That really goes out the window. Saying that how there's no way you could be able to contain a player like that. Saying how he's literally a game changer all out. There's no way you can try to combat that. The only thing you can hope toward is to slow him down, and that's easier said than done.
They kind of did it in the second half. They slowed him down. They didn't stop him because he still got down enough to get field goals, but they did stop him. And especially Andy Reid with that beautiful little cutesy little what was it, a wildcat play that they stuffed on third down, which gave Buffalo the time and the space they needed to get those touchdowns to get the game, to basically to set up Josh Allen's moment. Unfortunately,
wasted moment.
Unfortunately, Leslie Flagerman took call prevent way too damn early, and it stole Josh Allen's moment. Sorry, man. Speaking of sorries, I have to do something, and I have to do something. There's a public service announcement.
Ooh, what is it?
I have to personally apologize to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
Not for the season, because you guys have been garbage for half the season. I'm not apologizing for what I saw, and I apologize for what I analyzed, because you guys definitely were underwhelming for half the season. But there's just something that teams have that made it as far as they made it, called championship pedigree. They know what it takes to win. They know how to do it, and the Chiefs, the real Chiefs, are here. I completely disrespected them last week. I really did. I thought that Buffalo had it. No,
I did too.
No, I completely apologize because I should have known that you guys will step it up. I should have known that Mahomes is the real Mahomes. The real Mahomes will show up now when he's supposed to, which he did. And I completely 100% apologize for downing you. I saw you.
Right.
This is what a man does, you know.
He's
wrong. He's wrong. I admit it, you know.
But we have to address the elephant in the room, unfortunately. And the NFL obviously got a lot of flack for this because of the overtime rules.
That garbage.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of you want to change the overtime rules.
Shut up.
Leave it alone. I'm gonna tell you why. Leave it alone. And I wouldn't say I got into it with people on social media about this because a lot of the things they were saying was so dumb that I didn't bother to respond. I'm like, I'm not going to respond because you're not making any sense whatsoever. And people obviously can't read. Tony Romo said that when they scored in overtime, that it sucks that Josh Allen didn't get a chance to get the ball in overtime. But not realizing that he not only had chances to win the game twice with 1:54 left in the fourth quarter, and with 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, putting them up twice. He had chances. Unfortunately, the defense folded and gave Kansas City a chance to tie it into overtime and winning in overtime. I'm sorry. Again, by you saying, "Oh, give them a chance," to me, you're not holding the defense accountable. You're giving them a chance to have fun. They can screw up, and then, they can get bailed out again. But that's not how life works, unfortunately.
No,
it's not how life works.
Not at all.
You
don't get handed things.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't. Now, I do agree with the thing saying that, hey, if you kick a field goal, then they got a chance to respond. Yes, because I hated the rule before 2010 that you could end the game on a field goal. I hated that.
Oh, what won the Saints the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I hated
when they beat the Vikings.
Yeah, I hated it. I thought, yeah, this is not right. At least give them a chance to respond. Touchdown, no problem. If you couldn't stop me getting into the end zone. The other one was like, I find the field goal really ends it all. You really didn't have to do much. I could just get in the field goal range and win.
I like people say.
What?
I like people say the defense was tired though. The offense isn't tired too. I know the offense has more stamina than the defense. That's obvious. I get it, but they're still human. You told me that they play a full 60 minutes of football themselves, and you tell me they're not tired too. I'm saying.
I agree.
I also forgot to completely give credit to the Chiefs' offensive line. That unit, Jesus Christ, that's the biggest. That to me, they're the biggest winners of that game. Is that unit? They completely erased the Buffalo defensive line. Erased. Like those guys did not exist in that game. Not Mahomes could have easily planted the palm trees, let them grow, put a hammock, lay down, and still threw the throws that he threw. That's how much times he had. I think I counted 10 seconds once, and when he was in the pocket before he started scrambling out. I think I counted 10 seconds. That's how bad this defensive line was. They got absolutely erased. And mind you, that defensive line played pretty well all year. But this Chiefs offensive line, who has, I think, 3 Pro Bowlers and I think 2 All-Pros, they earned it.
Stepped it up.
Yeah. This offensive line is absolutely sensational. Forgot to give those guys credit. My bad. There it is.
Yeah, but definitely. It's definitely so. So I personally don't change the overtime rules. Leave it alone. Leave it the way it is. If you can't stop them, that's your fault. Shame on you. But I just think it's kind of
because I'm pretty sure defenders get paid too.
Yeah, I agree. So
I'm pretty sure defense corners get paid too.
It's kind of peculiar that the Chiefs fans, a lot of Chiefs fans are very quiet.
Of course, leave it to a Patriot fan to say this, right?
No, because I'm calling spade a spade. Because Bills fans are upset. Bills fans feel that they should be. I mean, fine, that's your prerogative. I disagree. But whatever. I disagree. Whatever. But the Chiefs fans back in 2018, 4 years ago, about 4 years to the day.
Technically, it's 3 exactly because it was January 2019.
Oh yeah. 3 years to the day, 4 seasons ago. That you guys talk about, we need to change the overtime rules. Now, not all of you guys. Some of you guys are being very consistent. I'm talking about a lot of Chiefs fans are talking about, y'all are upset when it happened to y'all. But now you're on the other side of the spectrum is that, y'all quiet. Y'all are quiet. Even though it came out saying that they did try to change the bill, the Chiefs wanted the league to change it.
Of course.
But it got denied.
And I bet y'all money y'all not gonna vote on it if it comes up again.
Yeah. But one of the teams that voted against it, the Buffalo Bills. I bet you wish you didn't do that. No. Did you? I just think it's peculiar. But to me, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Stop diminishing the sides of the ball.
For real, I agree.
And stop trying to make this arena league football. Defense matters. They get paid too.
This is not
They
college.
got a job to do too. Let them do their job. You lose because of them. Oh well, that's what a team has to deal with. Everybody has a job to do, and everybody gets held accountable. These grown-ass men got to do their job right. Simple as that. Stop making this game even worse than it already is. Stop it. Do your job right. Stop crying like a bunch of sissies. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I agree. 100% agree.
Ridiculous.
You know,
no makers giving nothing. Grown-ass men, stop. I'm crying.
but
Hell is that?
congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Want to know why? I'm gonna give everybody an example as to why I'm not being a hypocrite because I'm a Patriot fan. 2015 Jets. Remember that game?
Yeah, I do.
I think it was week 16, if I'm not mistaken.
It was week 15.
15. There you go. That so if I remember that game correctly, it went to overtime, right?
Yes.
And it just got the ball because Belichick went full stupid and gave them the ball, right?
Correct.
So if I'm not mistaken, it went down the field and scored.
And won.
You want to know what my exact words were? Why the hell didn't you stop the Jets? Now, if Brady got the ball, why did we get Bailey the ball? Nope, not one time came out my mouth. Actually, I'll lie to you. The first thing I said was, why the hell Belichick deferred in the coin toss? That was the first thing I said. The second thing I said was, it's still the damn Jets. Why didn't you stop it? We had a top 5 defense that year. Why the hell didn't you stop the Jets? In your first try. If you gave up something the drive after, whatever. But in the first drive, they went dot Eric Decker fade touchdown. That why didn't you stop him? That was the first thing I said. Because you know what I do? I held all my players accountable. I don't beg for them to give me gimmies. I don't beg for gimmies.
No.
Like y'all crybabies are. Stop it. Get over it. Play better defense. That's what I'm saying.
Leave it alone.
Maybe if they had Trey White, they would have done something about it, but y'all didn't. So they lost Tyrann Mathieu too. So I think that's an even trade. Just saying. But just saying. Stop crying. Thank you very much.
Yes. We're done here. I think we did really well today. This was our divisional round matchups that I think we did good. I think you guys enjoyed it. I know Packers fans.
It's an all-time weekend ever, and Packers fans.
Packers fans probably hate us right now, but who cares?
I don't think they have the space to do that. I think they hate someone else.
Anyway,
I mean, you better.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. We are on all podcast platforms, especially iTunes. If you have iTunes, go to Apple Podcast right there. If you have any other platform podcast, we're there too. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Join the group. We're gonna have a lot of big things coming up soon. Next week is the conference championship game, and then the Super Bowl, and then we have
pretty late, by the way.
Pretty late, by the way. And then we have, focus on the draft. That's gonna be pretty good too. Which I think we're gonna have some good ideas for that too. But other than that, peace, love, and applesauce.